Tell me am I still telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a I know I lied to way before I had you right in some wounds.
And I like some money tonight.
Then again I can be I know, mommy, I know. It's 2 a.m. no stress. At 3 that kick in, and 30 to feel you best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a lure be the best. I'm looking at her, rehearse on it, turning to you. Now you start my mind, is it you, is it her? We brought to the birds. F29 is my address in case you ain't heard. It's flooding upstairs, it's a leak. I don't make it squeak, I make it beat. Bon appetit when I feast. Slipping and slide through the streets. It takes a finesse, especially in this cabaret Jeep. Engine make it hard to creep. Just leave the gate open. Through the side door, I'm a creep. Are you by the Terrell? And all the kids downstairs asleep. And are you obsessed by yourself? A minute from there. Baby, do tell. Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a I know how I lied to way before I had you right in some wounds. But then again I can be
Get the out my way.
Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way.
Move. Get out the way. If you plan on heavy stepping, girl, you better side shade. Peter Piper. Call me Mrs. Parlay. And I'm carrying these.
Why you say I do that when I didn't do that? Pull up looking like a lick, then I spite off in the Benz. Victoria's Secret, she a 2 feet kicking. We on just doing. Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way.
Get the with my Bentley truck. Keep starting. Make a dap and duck. Make a dap and duck. Make a hokey pole. Line these up and make them do the dosey-do. I got the two-tone. I feel like Thanos in this. I'm too. I be like, then I'm gone. I be like, then I'm gone. Then the drone. Leave me alone. I be on these minds in they head just like a comb. I'm too grown. I'm too on. I'm too rich and I'm too. What the is you on? Get the out my home.
Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way.
Move, Graham, I go ham, swap me up a man talking on Instagram, see me, it starts to settle in. Let my vest and Timberlands. Let my easy breezy teeny weeny yellow polka top. Wanna pay me, you can pay me. Give me the heebie-jeebies, give me the. You know what to do when you see me. Seriously.
Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way.
Thumbing through a whole nother bag.
old one. Run up on this Rory, I'm clicking until it's over. Stilla put a snow on a mission to Minnesota. Come on, you know the drill. Hop in and hand it over. I'm driving in the whip so fast I can't control it. I'm fishtailing, leaving Javier's, I should've chauffeured. Chopping it up with Brian by real estate by the ocean. A sea moss juice. Today I drove the Porsche with the automatic front lift. I spent $1,000 on candles. I'm at Saks Fifth, tucked in the gas. Played the night shift, get on it. Head like Kofi for disrespecting it. I'm thinking billions, copping up the building. New whoops Cecilia, thinking bigger. You thought I was cooler, and I was taking risks. Palisades, chilling in the shade. Might take the bent on myself, and every time it's a hit.
We off in the Palisades. On myself, you know? Every time. I'm talking armed guards, gated communities, man. Royal family type. Shine down. Hey. Look, if you not getting richer every year, then you just backwards hustling. You moving off emotion, I'm strategizing, discussing it. See, I've been on my supplements, fish oils, chlorophyll, motives, my hair growing out. Loving it. Some people can't piece life together. It's really puzzling. Talking about trust me, I got you, but I'm not trusting it. Commercial real estate by the Fox. Yeah, they constructing it. Business flowing like the symphony orchestra. I'm conducting it. I crack my knuckles and neck, now I'm back to new. I had to. We not compatible. Team on the line, yeah, the lovers all lateral. You cannot practice for this not practical. With the tactics, get tactical. With the rations, get irrational. I cannot talk to you just like them when they mad at you. I overwork and do I don't have to do. Stumble and stagger through. Dodge all the and dodge all that. To working these and blessing them so long, I might as well take a sabbatical. I tell the truth like a polygraph in the woofer, like these rappers do when they. Cause they feel like they having to. System is not a system, it's a trap for you. It's our season, yeah, Larry Jones. Shine when you drop it very soon. I get to transforming under every moon. When they bury me, they gotta bury tones. I'm just one kid in, I can't be. When you see me out, just know I'm the richest Ross Rich off in every room. Yeah. Al, what up?
Know myself and every time it's a hit.
Know myself every time it's a hit.
This might be the greatest. Got it. How about that Rory looking like Magnum P.I. Sipping the jasmine tea. Don't play with me. You know it's good. 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 Yeah. You know it's good. I know it's good. 40 G's for some furniture I keep outside. Stop by the shade store, then I clean my ride. Take the off the seat, she know they. I never posted this one, so they don't know it's my whip. I'm all on FaceTime with it, I'm kinda love how the tongue is so appealing. You heartbroke, contemplating about. I free that, bounce back with 6. 2017, I was spending that on rims. And you ain't gotta like me, it's some that will. You can talk on YouTube, but I'm making these meals. My crib's so ducked off, I can bike when I feel. And I really be sparing. Pull up in that 992 and yo, don't know what's going on. Actually that. You know it's good. 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 40 G's for some furniture I keep outside. Stop by the shade store, then I clean my ride. Take the off the seat, she know they never posted this one, so they don't know it's my whip.
La mano en la pared, fuera control y ese c*** al revés. Que luz, baby, suéltate. Te están mirando, toca romper. So bend it over. Mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very fine. sirven de asiento. Más tú estás dura desde nacimiento. Tú eres el show, este es tu momento. Ey, Chori bitch, ese dude, ey. Yo quiero ver tu, ey. I put his face on the news, dame el culo. Rosita like bubblegum, y contigo mañana with another one. I'm troublesome, baby, envíame lo que no pusiste en el foro, ey. La mano en la pared, fuera control y ese al revés. Que luz, baby, suéltate. Te están mirando, toca romper. Vendero, mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very fine, en todos lados, verified. Pero súbeme el tempo, esta te sirven de asiento. Más tú estás dura desde nacimiento. Tú eres el show, este es tu momento. Pero súbeme el tempo, esta te sirven de asiento. Más tú estás dura desde nacimiento. Tú eres el show, este es tu momento.
La mano en la pared, fuera control y ese al revés. Que luz, baby, suéltate. Te están mirando, toca romper. Vendero, mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very fine, en todos lados, very fine.
Yeah, yeah. Ayo, Mauro. It's baby Miko. Brr. You good?
My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we gon' up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we gon' up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. This the flow on Hooter, I bet you know that. Listen, once you step in here, no, you can't go back. Try me, no one told you now, see, that's a no-go. Oh, she fine like when I'm dancing on a logo. But no, it ain't not for free. My minimum fee go crazy. I'm dropping them gems, no Maybach. Look, that's the reason they pay me. I came up with the homies, was running plays a lot. So it's a double entendre when they say play the block. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we gon' up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we gon' up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up.
Tell me, is you still up? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in some mood. Then again, I can be. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 like bisons. I just any money. I pick. She ain't even really my type, and out here she been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself, and I get it. Oh girl, yeah, I get it. Yeah, and you've been fighting for your shot, and you've been searching for your spot, girl. I fit it. Yeah, girl, I fit it. Yeah. Oh, you think you got your groove, or you want someone like you? Tell me, can we still? One-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to way before I had you right in some words. Then again, I can be.
Yeah, I know, mommy, I know. It's 2 a.m., no stress. At 3, that kick in. At 30, you feel you best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a lure be the best.
I'm looking at her when her son is turning to you. Now you start. My mind is it you, is it her?
We brought to the birds. F29 is my address in case you ain't heard. It's flooding upstairs, it's a leak. I don't make it squeak, I make this beat. Bon appetit when I feast.
Slipping and slide through the streets. It takes a finesse, especially in this Cabriolet Jeep. Engine make it hard to creep. Just leave the gate open. Through the side door, I'm a creep. Are you about to Terrell? And all the kids downstairs asleep. And are you obsessed by yourself? A minute from there. Baby, do tell. Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? One-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to way before I had you right in some words. But then again, I can be.
Lost my all and I got it back. That's my hustle and ambition. Never lose sight on the path. I had to turn on my vision. Separate myself from them clowns. They ain't really about business. You only strong as your weakest link. So I be trying to live my universal laws in effect. When you use your mind and see you as a threat. I'm chasing money like thought the youngest gone on the. When I was down bad, was missing. Pray to the Lord, I make it out the trenches. I had to grind, wasn't given. Know it's a purpose, so I move different. God chose me, He told me I'm gifted. Feel like I'm stuck in this life that I'm living. I'm trying to grind it stack to the ceiling. I had to step my name and my image. I stand in their chest, I hustle relentless. I gotta keep my mind on the mission.
We'll see the defending world champion Boston Celtics taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now, here's Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Brown. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Now, here's Doncic. Inside. Hachimura. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
And Doncic, here we go. That shot missing. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Brown outside. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Taken away by Holiday. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
Back to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to Hachimura. Porzingis with the steal. Tatum with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Outside, Porzingis puts up a deep three. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Over in the corner, White. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Lakers in the lead. Doncic outside. LeBron James on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
You asked for it. Here they are. The Laker Girl Dance Team. Enjoy.
Boston trailing. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And here is LeBron following the three from Jrue Holiday. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
That's what we call using your body. Playing a little bully basketball is Dorian Finney-Smith.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
6 on the shot clock. Here's connect. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Back to Holiday for the 3. Rebound the Lakers.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Lays it up off the glass.
Dorian Finney-Smith using that athleticism, the size, the length, the rim touch to go through contact. Nicely done.
Now here's Brown. Still yet to score. Holiday gets the bucket. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Tries again. And James with the layup.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
Down low. Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. To the inside. Tie game in Los Angeles. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
10. The Celtics. 10.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boston ball. Coming on the floor for your Lakers, number 30.
And here is Tatum. To the wing on the left. Here's Shireman. Misses the three. And the Lakers have possession. To the middle. Goodwin. Good. Goodwin's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Lakers. Here's Tatum with the drive.
Don't sleep on Jason Tatum's athleticism. This guy attacks the basket with ferocity.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Wide open. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Shireman's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Back to Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Tatum down low. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Finney-Smith. And Boston with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Not enough on that one as it misses. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Reeves. He has yet to score. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Pritchard. From outside, off the mark. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. To the paint. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And both free throws good for Goodwin. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Celtics making a change here. Now, here's Doncic. Inside. Hachimura off on the layup. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Craig. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Craig's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Finney-Smith. And he drives in.
And Luka Doncic keeping the defense honest by creating for his teammates. Pretty.
It's Brown on the wing. Now Porzingis. He's covered by Hachimura. Screened by Porzingis. Brown with the bucket.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Lakers trail by 4. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strengths. Gotta do it. Thanks, D.A. G.A., these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And the Celtics with possession here. Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside, White. Knocks down the three ball. White's got the lead up to 5 now for Boston.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir. I'm putting this one home.
Down low. Second shot opportunity. No good from Finney-Smith. Boston leading by 5. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Brown.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Milton with it. To the inside. Hachimura. Porzingis with the block. Here's White. Back to Brown. And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Here's Doncic. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper... body strength completes the play. Nicely done.
Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
Now, Doncic following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Now, Hachimura. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Celtics leading by 4. Brown outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Brown's got 6.
Boy, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
On the wing, Holiday. Off target with his 3.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Here's Hachimura. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Tatum drives in. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 8-point game. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Reeves. Still scoreless. Here's Vanderbilt. Porzingis with the block. Right side Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Pass to Hayes. Reeves outside. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a deep 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Doncic. Nice D from Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. There's Brown with the 3. It's not going to go for him. Lakers trail by 12. It's stolen by Brown. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
To the middle. Porzingis with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside, White. Down low. Nice move. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I tell you, it's 7'3" to have that kind of body control. Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot. An excellent shot blocker and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
And that one, good.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Celtics.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
The 3 for Doncic. Tipped away.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the charts.
Here's Reeves. Scoreless thus far. Truck up 2 there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Brown. There's the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you've got to appreciate the athleticism of Jaylen Brown. This guy's a quick penetrator who forces defenses to get physical with him.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Lakers trail by 18. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to White. Back to Porzingis. With 4 seconds on the clock. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already.
Celtics, 47.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Celtics leading by 21. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Vincent. Back to Doncic. Lets the three fly. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
Outside Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Pass to Hachimura. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Pass to Pritchard. Right side Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Shireman, good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And here is Tatum. Pass to Shireman. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's Doncic missing. So it's the Celtics now. And Tatum launches it from deep. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Doncic. And it's Goodwin in the corner. Buries it from three-point range.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Brown, good.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
It's White on the wing. Let's go. Hachimura grabs the miss.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's James. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Tatum.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Hayes. And here is Los Angeles now. Porzingis with the block. And Tatum puts up a deep three. Tatum with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
James. Some solid defense from Brown. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Right side, Porzingis. Outside, Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
James, no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking.
Not know what you just started. Me and my go gnarly. You about this party. We gon' step on regardless. Get my coin and swipe that. Now the spirit to charge. Making moves. I be really march. I got hands for. I get bands for a show. He want chance after chance after chance. No, I keep saying free little folk. Do my dance on them folks. If it's up, it's going down. Soon as I land on them folks. Don't follow the rules, I'm real. No, I stand out, I'm special. I'm stand up like head. Oh God, you a bum, you mess. Don't stall me, I'm pet. Lying in the I'm red. I don't pick and choose, it's up with whoever. All my diamonds certain. And all these members 32. Smiling in my now yo 32. C8 doors open up for me. Hear the engine roar. Switch sport. I got somewhere to be, little baby, I'm important. It came with it. Yeah, that's my favorite. The P my only. I said no, but you my favorite one. Nah, for real. Yeah. Rick. I wanna one. You mean? Nah, I can't make you mine, but I can make it. In them streets, baby, I'm a thug. I just threw 10,000 something ones in this club. I'm popping this so hard cause I ain't used to. Deep ain't got no type, they want stupid.
I'm hopping out of the V. I got about 2, 3 foreigns rich. They still put it past the tree. Side of my waist. They still put it on the T. Only do a hit, sing love songs.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Now here's Tatum. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. One of
of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Pass to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide-open guy.
They kick it out to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. And Brown with the stuff.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere, but they love to see him get to the rim.
There's Tatum with the 3. Williams grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Ball. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Celtics. And here's Ball. Six to shoot. Down low. Green in the post. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Brown in the high post. White for 3. Again, the miss by Boston. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Here's Ball. Bridges misses.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And here's Brown for 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Here's Ball. The kick out to Williams. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Number 12.
1:44 left in the first. Clock at 6. There's Ball with a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston trailing. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Now here's Holiday. Yet to see a basket. Again, the miss by Boston.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Williams with the screen to the middle. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Now here's Ball. Driving to the basket. And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Gets rebounded by Charlotte.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Green. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Green's got 6 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Craig. Looking to win the run. Kick out to Brown. Outside Craig. Right side White. Holiday from long range. Doesn't go that time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Hornets up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Tatum! Money from deep. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
And he gets the bucket.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. Back to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Hauser. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Hauser's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. Like, when he's dropping dimes like that, like, Jason Tatum is a problem.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8. Pass to Williams. From 15 feet away. They get it back. Out to Bridges. Now here's Ball. Williams with it. Horford covering. Outside, Green. Second chance shot. Here's Williams. And at last, they get one to fall.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Horford outside. Tatum from long range. Williams grabs the board. Charlotte leading by 4. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Ball. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Pass to Williams. Here's Okogie. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. 1:44 left to play in the first half.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 40 left in the first half. Pure from three-point range.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the three.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Okogie. With some arc. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. The shot by Holiday, no good. Charlotte leading by 6. Nurkic up top. And Porzingis with the block. Outside White. Pass to Porzingis. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Charlotte shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
You got to respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
Now here's Mann. Here's Nurkic. Back to Mann. Pass to Nurkic. 3 on the clock. Craig with a steal. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Back to Brown. Some solid defense from Williams.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And so it's Charlotte closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Hornets leading by 7. Here's Mann. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Here's Holiday. He's scoreless. Tatum from long range. Rebounded by Nurkic.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To the paint. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Porzingis. Boston on offense. 7-point differential. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you. Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Tatum from long range. Boston again missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Celtics trail by 8. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
On target from range. Tatum's got 13 now.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Now Ball. 10 points for him. And Porzingis with the block. And they get it back. Pass to Ball. Second shot opportunity. Ball ventures inside and converts.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Back to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Now Tatum launches it, and he can't get that one. Ball taking his time here. Oh, Ball with the float game.
What a gentle shot by Ball. Not overpowering with his release.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams making some changes here. Celtics trail by 9. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Craig. And here's White. Takes the 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
And there's the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Craig. Now here's White. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3. White's got 6.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Smith. Bridges outside. To the inside. And he can't jam it through. And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. The 3 from Craig. He's off on that one. The 3, Smith. That one no good. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They're communicating.
The Hornets, 36.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Back to Tatum. Pass to Hauser. And here's Tatum. Here's Hauser. Back to Tatum. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. For 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Now here's Ball. From deep. The shot off that time. Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. There's Tatum with the 3. Not going to go that time.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And the shot's good.
Determined to get through and finish. Miller already with flair in his first year.
Who poked away. Ball with a steal. And it's the Hornets on the break. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get one free throw, and they'll keep possession here. And he makes a first. And so Ball nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's Ball. And they double up Ball. Nurkic inside. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Hornets lead by 12.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Tatum from long range. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Ball outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Shooting for Charlotte, Miles Bridges.
And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 14. Outside Tatum. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Hornets on D. The putback.
Just a capable defender. For Nurkic, it's about being in position and using his length to contest shots.
Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Pass to Holiday. White for 3. A 3-ball from the corner. Derek White.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Ball. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show. And we're seeing it right here. He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
For 3, Bridges. Counted from distance. Bridges has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Ball outside. Here's Miller. Count it.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LaMelo Ball.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Here's Charlotte. They're on a 19-6 run. Here's Bridges. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And 1:01 left in the fourth. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up top, Smith. The teardrop. Counted. And the Hornets lead by 18.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's Charlotte. 22 was their biggest lead. Pass to Nurkic. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Third team foul.
Fires away from way outside. Boston pulls it in. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to White. On the wing, Tatum. The three. And again, Boston with the triple. Here's Ball. And here's Nurkic for three. No luck on that one. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business.
Challenge everyone. Event
my tether. I was giving my all to you. You cold, I gave you my sweater. Took you to a ball or two, and baby, you fit in a slipper. I'm doing my all for you, and you were just letting us with her. But one thing I know, my money is small for you, so you better sounding hurt for right. I'm rolling Santana tonight. I'm wearing Rick Aaron tonight. Yeah, I'm counting the bands tonight. Yeah, that rain tonight. Yeah, I'm getting a 10 today. I'm getting some tonight. Yeah, I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm getting a 10 today. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm getting a 10 today. I'm rocking some beats tonight. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. Yeah, she shaking that like a earthquake.
Yeah, let's shout it when on the game when she see us have that G. Want my last name, but I'm feeling pass is free. Yeah, she tryna get in my mind, I lock the door and pass the key. Yeah, I told that one time, the shit ain't fine enough like me. Yeah, too bad, I might make her my accessory. My mama said I rock like too much black, I might need me an exorcist. Let me shine forever. If it's time, I'm ready. I might turn up no edit. Think this heaven sent. Be the like me, she can never. Be a like you, I can never. I'm with the game forever. Getting fresh forever. Top floor, but we on the 5th level. Getting cash forever.
And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. Yeah, she shaking that like a earthquake. I know it's never. But I couldn't be like you, I could never. He said he couldn't meet a like me, he could never. It's hard to say loyal to you when she looking at me in that way.
Yo, be that like me, you can never. Yo, be that like me, you can never. Yo, be that like how I might never. Yeah, the shot it right forever.
The spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her. Top Petty, you know I'll be on that. Standing on like a floor mat. They keep trying to reach me, cause they know that I never call back. Throw it back on her BD. Just know he caught that. Hating, I gotta ignore that. He's some like bro to store at. Top facing, don't ask me to. If we beefing, don't ask me to. In the party, them clappers is clapping. In the party, them slappers is slapping. Ice on the beat, I be skating. I'm pretty, I look like a painting. With a baddie and she looking. Cause the money amazing. She turn up the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn up the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her.
Come do it for me. I'm from TX. Shorty, she come from the BX. Ice in the flame and they need it. You might get a car and it's keyless. Topless, no V6. I'm out in New York, I'm in Sailors. You might get you more, be sailors. I'm cooking a wave afloat. They watching my moves remote. Ooh, we bought us some. Left her doubling the sellers to Knicks. Like the Flo Jalen Brunson on trip, man.
She turn up the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn up the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her.
I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by Şengün. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Come on, like, when Tatum's hitting the pull-up, what is the defense supposed to do at that point in time?
And Şengün, here we go. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Here's Green. The open shot by Van Vliet. Back to Green. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Right side, Porzingis. Tatum looking it over. 5 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who is able to talk with Ime Udoka.
I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Thank you for that, Allie. From outside the arc, sends it home from three-point land. Tatum's got 6.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Şengün with a steal. Inside. Van Vliet. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Boston.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by Houston. Outside Porzingis. Porzingis sets a screen. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
Boston making a switch here. So it's the Rockets now. 7-point differential. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Boston on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Outside Craig. Takes the 3. Craig with a screen. Kick out to Brown. Just 3 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Brooks with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's Whitmore missing.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Back to Craig. Pass to Holiday. Outside Porzingis. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Houston.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Here's Holiday. That's tipped. Rockets trail by 7. Smith with it. Now guarded by White.
Yeah, just effortless on his drives. I mean, Smith is such a smooth finisher. Very agile for a guy with his size.
.32 seconds left in the opening quarter. Adams grabs the miss.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save. Oh! Okay, that's just insane.
Strong finish. Oh. You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Brown in the high post. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They lead by 3. And we'll get things...
13.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
The break ignited by Horford's play at the other end. Can't let your guard down around him. He has such a diverse skill set for a player of his size.
Boston leading by 5. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
And it's Tatum missing. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. Back to Smith. Pass to Şengün. Three-pointer, Holiday. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Tatum with it. He's got 11. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. The Rockets trail. Outside Eason. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Al Horford. And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
Şengün with a steal. Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside Tatum to the paint. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Hauser. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Celtics lead by 1.
How about Tatum shredding the D with his passing? So effective in pick and roll.
And that one's good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's Pritchard. Corner shot. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And some changes here for the Celtics. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Craig. Back to Brown. Pass to White. Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
White coming through. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Now here's Brown. Back to Porzingis. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Got a piece of it. White with the steal. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. White with a steal. Fires the 3. Knocks it loose.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Van Vliet. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player. It's turned into a showdown here, dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Yeah, strong move to the rack draws that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside, Green. To the inside. Here's Smith. And Porzingis with the block. He gets it back. It could go. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Celtics out in front, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may based on how close of a game we've seen so far.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. When the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Celtics lead by 4. Here's Tatum. No, he's now 4 for 8 shooting.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Here's Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
They double him with White. Pass to Thompson. Let's go with a 3. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Back to Şengün. The three is up.
Lockdown defense by Porzingis. When he moves his feet to get in position, his length is unbelievable.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah. The Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks. And great trades.
Pass to Green. Back to Şengün. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
And he sinks the second. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course.
Hey, Jason Tatum takes flight.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
The three from Thompson. The Rockets again can't hit. Celtics lead by 5. Tatum from long range. They get it back. On the wing, Tatum. On the wing, Tatum. There's the triple. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
Here's the three. Thompson, no good.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
From the arc. Tatum can't hit. And here's Houston, trailing by 8. Thompson outside. Over Holiday. Thompson with another miss.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his...
Oh, what a jam! Incredible thunder finish!
I haven't seen anything like that in a minute.
Wow! Knocked loose. Pass to Brown. Porzingis sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Ooh, poked away. Outside Holiday. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Tari Eason. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Jrue Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Jrue, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Rockets.
Substitution on the court.
Rockets trail by 13. It's stolen by Holiday. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Oh, look out, JB throwing it down.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Here's Eason. Brown with some nice D.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't missed a bit in months. Did some rich by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Tatum. The rebound by Bridges. A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score doors.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
Here's Miller. Back to Bridges. Takes the three. Porzingis grabs the board. And here are the Celtics. And then Tatum slams it in.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
For three, Bridges. Miller outside to the middle. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. There's Ball with a three. Miller on the wing. Back to Ball. To the paint. Here's Williams. Goes up again. Outside, Green. Miller outside. There's Ball with a three. That doesn't go either for Ball. Tatum from long range. Hornets with the rebound. Miller on the wing. Bridges. Porzingis grabs the board. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Celtics. They get it back. Three-pointer. Brown, no good. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Hornets trail by 4. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
6 to shoot. There's Ball with a three. On target from range.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
And it's Brown.
Oh, my God. Look out below. We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And Williams punches it home.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Outside, Brown uses the glass on the layup.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside White. No good on the three.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Bridges. It's stolen by Holiday. On the break. White for three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Nice shot by Okogie.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 4. White, good.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir, I'm putting this one home.
Checking into the away team, Yusuf Nurkic. LaMelo Ball.
44 seconds left in the first quarter here. Smith outside. The kick out to Ball. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. The rebound, Celtics. Outside, Brown. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Brown's got 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Boston out front, leading by 9. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Shireman grabs a board. Celtics lead by 9. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And Pritchard, here we go. It's stolen away. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the contest. That's good from Smith. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, the big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Smith outside. Pass the ball. Miller on the wing. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Celtics lead by 10. Here's Tatum. Here he goes. Oh, he misses the dunk. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him. When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
Boy, you love the rise and fire off the bounce by Jason Tatum. That is not easy.
And Williams punches it home.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Back to Williams. Horford with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And finished off by Tatum.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hornets trail by 15. Miller outside. Six on the shot clock. And here's Curry for three. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Holiday. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that. You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
On the wing, Curry. Shot to stop the run. Charlotte again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Williams grabs the board. Hornets trail by 17. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
Holiday up top. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. That's on Mark Williams.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Jrue Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all five positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Jrue Holiday is elite, period.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Curry with it. Picked up by Craig. Back to Bridges. Here's Curry. It's deflected. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
For the away team, number 8, Nick Smith.
5 ticks left in the second quarter. Here's Holiday. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And more NBA action on 2K. Sports, coming your way right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Ball outside. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Boston leading by 16. Tatum looking it over. Outside Porzingis. Porzingis sets a screen. Tatum from long range. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Just tremendous understanding and fundamental basketball by Jason Tatum in pick and roll action. Beautiful.
Pass to Miller. Ball outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Green. Fires it. Got a hand on it.
How about the defense from Holiday? Reading the play and using his defensive instincts to swat it back.
Knocks down the triple.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Making a change here. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Miller. Lets it fly. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Ball. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Okogie's shot is off.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
And Tatum, here we go.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for Tatum. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Here's Charlotte. They're scoreless since the first half. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Out to Bridges to halt the run. He drops it from range. Bridges has got 6.
Boy, get used to this. LaMelo Ball, another assist. This guy's got a chance to be one of the all-time great passers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Bridges. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. We want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played, and the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
The kick out to Ball. Back to Bridges. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Give him 8 points now.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And the shot goes in.
Boy, the quickness of Jaylen Brown on the drive, he makes it happen in an instant.
Here's Ball. Bridges, left side. Ball looks over the floor. Pass to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. Brown with the steal. Only one man back on D. And the jam by Brown.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Another miss by Brown. And Williams has got the ball here for the Hornets. Miller, right side. Pass to Bridges. Back to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ball's got 5 now.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Big time. Oh, wow! Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Celtics out in front. Running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Holiday with the ball. Kick out to Brown. Takes a 3. The Hornets pull it in. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Charlotte now. To the inside. Ball. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now. You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
On the wing, Curry. Ball outside. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. Outside Tatum. That 3's off the mark. Down low. Here's Ball. And the layup is good off the glass.
Assisted.
Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
Personal foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
To the floor for the OA team, Mark Williams.
And here's Boston. There's Tatum with the 3. Williams grabs the board. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Ball. With the drive. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
I tell you, the intuition, the IQ of LaMelo Ball, the guy just knows what to do and when. Nice drive.
Drops in the 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Back to Bridges. Pass to Ball. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Williams. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
The kick to Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
And Ball gets it to go.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Norris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
Outside, Brown. Porzingis in the post. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Charlotte now. Pass to Ball. Launches it. Bridges misses. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. White for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Celtics.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jason Tatum.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Let's go with a 3. Brown with a screen. Launches a three. And it's Tatum with the three. Tatum's got 40 points.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow? Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. You just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it.
Pass to Bridges. To end the drought. He buries it from three.
Normally,
I just went by to watch with a whole lot of diamonds to show how these my time. Took a trip out to Cali to hang with the make a play and get off that. I say R.I.P. Kobe, so fly when I ball out, where I skydive. So much